All right, Coach. Tough result today. We started off with a lot of firepower at 125. Just let's talk about 125 to start the match.
Yeah, it was a nice way to get going. I think Cohen went out there and wrestled a real good early part of the match, but kind of the story of our day is we didn't finish, right? And we're a millimeter away from getting a pin, and that could change the complexity of a duel. But we also were in position to get a major, and kind of let that go and had to hang on to win. And I think the good part is we have a freshman going out there. It was his first college match. He was injured all last year and didn't get to wrestle during his first season, and that was his first time stepping on the mat and wrestling in the AU singlet, and or just a match in general in college. And so it was nice to see him go out and be aggressive. And that's what we talked a lot about with scoring points. And heck, he scored 18 of them, but it took all 18 to win. And I'm proud of him for figuring out how to win. But we want to be able to close out. And I felt like the theme of the day was we just third periods at a lot of the weights where we needed to. We didn't wrestle really well in the third period, and that was true at 125 as well.
Yeah, and talk about we noticed on the broadcast some guys getting to their single legs, but we weren't finishing on our single legs. We didn't really finish single leg up until heavyweight. What's the what's the plan moving forward, and like how are we gonna execute on that a lot, because those takedowns would have put those matches some different ways.
Absolutely. If you score a takedown at 149, when you get to a leg, you score one at 157 and a 1-point loss. You get a takedown at 184 when you have a chance to win at the end. So you're right. Not scoring when we got to legs was a theme of the day. So there were some takeaways technically, which were finishing. We've got to get better at finishing, so we'll go back, and we just got to get into that position now that we know. We do a lot of drilling in practice, and we need to do a lot of things where we'll start the guy in on a single leg, and we'll go live for 30 seconds, and you got to score to win. And those are how you replicate that. But prior to wrestling a match like that, you don't realize how bad you are at finishing, and we'll tweak a few things, and I have no doubt we'll get better. So that's a technical theme. And then I would say also our mat wrestling. We spent a lot of time underneath, and that cost us matches too. We got ridden real hard, and so that's another technical area we'll go back to. But then we want to get in a little better shape so we can finish out matches better. And I think that's something that's not technical. It's just something we have to work on, conditioning.
Yeah. So you covered about three things that are crucial to win matches, but for the guys that did win matches today, what do we do well?
Yeah, well, I felt like we got gritty. That's Cohen Bainey got tough, and he got a big lead. The kid battled back, but he figured out how to get his hand raised. And Caden Milheim wrestled a tough competitor who's been in their lineup for a long time, and he's up a weight class, and he was just tough in positions. Will Jarrell had to get tough and stay composed and figure out how to win. And so I think the toughness and the grit, and that's one thing that's hard to teach. And so when you see guys figure out how to win those barn burner matches or close matches, the more you do that, the better it is for you long term. And so I feel like whereas years ago we might have always lost those tough gritty ones, we didn't lose as many of the tough gritty ones this year. The other thing that I thought we did well is even in a match like Caleb Campos, where the match is getting out of control, we scored the last points, and we get a takedown to lose 17-12 instead of he scores. And so that's another emphasis on like kind of grittiness and scoring last, even if you're getting beat up out there. So
you got any last words for people watching, and what to look forward to next weekend?
Yeah, we'll get better, no doubt, and I hope our fans keep coming out and support us next Sunday against Clarion. We have a relatively young team. We have a few seasoned veterans, but overall, going to see a lot of young guys who are going to get better and better as the year goes on, and we just need more match time. One thing for us, we have a thin roster, and that's not to make an excuse, but we have 25 guys on our roster. A lot of the Big Ten programs have 35, and what that does is the way you train and the looks you can get change, and so it's going to take us a little more time to replicate some of the feels we need. And so I think we will get better and better as the year goes on. And so I would imagine at each outing we look a little better for our fans.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We'll see you next weekend.
Thank you.